Hey, 2053 class. It's Monday, the 23rd of August. Seems a little bit early sorry, I just turned myself down. Seems a little bit early to start school, but there we are. Just a reminder, the first 3 weeks of class at least are online completely, but I taught this class completely online last year, and it worked quite well, and it'll work well this semester as well. We'll see when we go back to in person. We just have to see how the Delta variant does in San Antonio. Will it burn itself out? Will the start of school serve as an accelerant? We just have just a lot of questions. um, and I have to say, I'm not really anxious to be in a classroom that's with 140 students face to face, especially since mask cannot be mandated. I can ask you to wear a mask, but I can't mandate it. So I want to be clear about that. I can ask you, and I do, to wear a mask, but I cannot mandate it for class. So we'll see what the university says, and then I'll make a decision about my safety and your safety in the next couple of weeks as we move forward in the class. Okay, so in this podcast, or I'm recording it on Zoom, but I'm going to upload it as a podcast. I want to talk about the syllabus for this class, and I want to talk about how the class is going to be organized. It's very straightforward. I teach this class a lot, uh, and I feel like I have it down now. So this is Texas history. My email, and this is the really until the Delta variant ends, this is the only way to reach me, is my email, patrick.kelly@utsa.edu. Didn't want to do that. So right here, this is the way to reach me. I'll have office hours on Tuesdays and by appointment. You know, one of the ironic things about um, being online last year is I actually met with more students online than I ever did when I was face to face. I think it was something. It was easier maybe to contact me online. I know a lot of you all work. I know a lot of you all have family responsibilities. You're very, very busy. UTSA students often come and go to campus and don't have much time really to hang out. Well, you know, Zoom and online is a real game changer in that regard. So I'm always happy to meet with you outside of my office hours if they're not convenient for you. I'm very flexible in that way. And often a quick conversation will clear up any issues and might really make a significant difference to the grade that you make this semester. So don't hesitate at all to reach out to me if you want to meet in person via Zoom. If my office hours don't work for you, I'm very student friendly, and I'm very, very happy to meet with students and clear up issues and that kind of a thing. Speaking of that, if you don't want to meet with me, but you're confused about something, you're probably not the only one in class that's confused about it. So just drop me a line if you want me to clear up something really quickly. And I can clear it up for you and probably any other students that are confused as well. I think that for any question one student has, or one student writes me with a question, there's probably about 20 other students that have the same question. So please reach out to me, keep me in the loop. Let me know if things are going on in your life. If I don't need to know the details, they're none of my business. But if you're struggling in certain areas, I just need to know. I can't really help you unless I know what's going on, or I know something's going on. And again, I don't need to know your personal business. I don't want to know your personal business. I have my own issues that I have to deal with. But I do need to know that if you're struggling, because in a class of 140, Yeah, if you don't get in touch with me, you're just a name on my roster, and it's pretty impersonal. But if you reach out to me either by email or if we meet by Zoom or in person later in the semester, suddenly I have a context for you. I know what the story is, and I can give you a hand. So I can't give you a hand unless I know that you're struggling. So just let me know. This happens every semester. A lot of our students at UTSA are living on the edge in many respects, um, especially during COVID, which I know is just kind of tearing through San Antonio and South Texas. So you just have to keep me in the loop if there's an issue that's causing you problems with this class. And I'll say it for a third time, I don't need to know the details, but I do need to know that you're struggling so I can give you a hand. If I don't know you're struggling, I can't give you a hand, okay? You're just a name on the roster. So please stay in touch with me. I'm very student friendly. And it's amazing how quickly problems can often be solved just in an email or in a meeting that doesn't really last too long. Okay, so this is Texas history. As you know, it's supposed to be a hybrid course. We're going to meet in class on Tuesdays, and then I was going to post online lecture or online material on Thursdays. That's been upended at least for the first 3 weeks of class and maybe longer. Again, I reserve the right to extend it if I think it's dangerous. And everything, your class material, your class assignments will be posted in modules that appear on Blackboard. So those modules have lectures, they have documentary links, they also have links to primary evidence, secondary evidence, other kinds of things that I want you to know for this course. So what I do is I package all of the week's material in the module for that week. And I started this last year. I'm going to continue it this year. At least while we're online, I'm going to post the modules on Monday. You don't have to listen to it on Monday. You've got, as I'll explain in a second, you've got until the next week to you'll be tested on the material. So I just want to post it on Monday just to get it out of the way, just so I don't forget about it. And the key thing about online, I found, is that everybody needs to be in schedule. You need to know when I'm posting modules. Everything needs to be kind of in sync and structured. Otherwise, it just kind of floats away into the atmosphere. So I'll be posting the modules on Monday, but you have the entire class week to access the material. So for the first 3 weeks of class, at least, and maybe longer, I'll post all the material that you'll be expected to learn on Mondays. And as I'll talk about in a second, you'll be tested on that material the following week. Okay. Okay, you know what? I think I'll stop here. One of the things about podcasts is you don't want to make them too long because students tune out. So I'm going to stop the podcast here, but as you'll see, I'm linking the podcasts together, and then I'll start a new one.